Make sure there is no resentment attached to them before you reunite. I was led by Spirit to share this with community, to speak about this. Someone needs to hear this. This was downloaded into my spirit not too long ago, but I'm being led to release the message today. Make sure there is no resentment attached to them before you reunite. So this is about someone coming back into your life that may be atoning, trying to make things right, amends, apologizing even though you wasn't waiting on an apology. You were dealing with some type of course, they always call it narcissistic, but you was dealing with a spirit that was not of God, let's just say that. And that person traumatized you, terrorized you in some type of way, fashion, or form. And listen, forgiveness is for you. It's for your freedom. It's so you can walk lighter in this world. And a lot of people think when you forgive that you are a doormat. No, forgiveness does not mean you have to reconcile with that person. Does not mean you have to reunite with that person. You can accept the apology, you can accept the amends, you can accept, the resolution and keep it moving. Okay? That's growth. That's healthy to do. Because you're not harboring any resentment or anger, but someone is pretending and they're trying to get in to your life by apologizing, by atoning, by making amends. But it's not authentic. It's rooted in evil. I keep hearing that. It's rooted in evil. It's like plotting and planning to get back, to have access to you, access to your energy, access to your vibration, access to your essence, access to you as an individual, because you gave, and you gave freely your love. Now it's time for you to receive love. So that's why you have to discern when they come towards you with this apology, atonement, or amends. You accept it and keep it moving. That's the word from up above. I hope you heard. Yeah, you're going to have to use your discernment, and you have to trust your intuition when you see them come your way. Some of you may have already received an email, a phone call, a text message, some type of communication, and you are evaluating it. You have not answered it. You really don't want to play along with it. You know someone is toying with your energy, trying to access your energy field. Listen, I saw something not too long ago, and it confirmed what I have been picking up in the atmosphere, and this spirit of depression. And when people are desperate, they ain't thinking clearly. They ain't moving godly. Desperation, you're not making the best decisions for your life. And the way someone is coming towards you is because they see you healing, they see you growing, they see you elevating, they see you have picked up all the pieces, even the pieces that they left you in, and that you have peace right now. And the enemy within them wants to disrupt, interrupt, infiltrate, attack your peace of mind. Like I said, peace is a luxury nowadays. And a lot of people don't understand the only way you're going to get that type of luxury is through Jesus Christ. Yeah. Didn't Jesus Christ say, I and the Father are one? So if Jesus Christ and the Father is one, you need to be asking Jesus, the Spirit of God, asking to receive that spirit. And this person hasn't done it. I see that clearly. Hasn't did any healing work. It's scary. It's dangerous when people are not self-aware of how they're moving or how they're acting. That's dangerous. And it's a lot of people with this spirit of depression that I'm feeling in the air. It's demonic activity. And you do have to rebuke it. And you have to pray every day that it don't touch you. I'm not feeling depressed, but the spirit of depression is hovering over the world right now. And the enemy is here to kill, steal, and destroy. So to be self-aware of your emotions, of your impulses, of your feelings is very important right now, because if you're led by impulse, if you're led by emotions, if you're led by your feelings, but not led by the Spirit of God, you got to ask yourself, you got to check yourself. Because if you're led by your emotions and led by impulse, led by feelings, why ain't you finding control within that? Why are you not aware of that? Because at some point you do want to ask God, what is the truth? What's going on? Many are not doing that right now. Only few are choosing to walk with God right now. I'm seeing it even more so. And that's why the spirit of depression is hovering, ready to attack, infiltrate, interrupt whatever may be going on in your life, in your heart, in your mind. You have to keep on the full armor of God during this time. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I shall fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff protect and comfort me. Psalm 23, Psalm 91, every day can help you to get through. Make sure there is no resentment attached to them before you reunite. Discern that. Listen to your gut on that. Because something ain't right about this reunion. Reunited and it feels so good. Yeah, that's what a reunion is supposed to feel like. You know, many of us in this community were born spiritually inclined. And what I mean by that is you always had a spiritual connection with the divine, with the creator, with the light, with Jesus, even if you didn't have a full-blown relationship, even if you were still just going through life and living, trying to learn some lessons. You was always spiritually inclined. You was always the one that see things beyond the veil, feel things beyond the veil, hear things beyond the veil. You understand? You were born with that spiritual gift. And a lot of people don't understand. For some years now, I feel like since 2020, we have shifted into where the veil has slowly been lifted. It's moving fast now. To where everything is spiritual now. And you know, people probably used to call you, because you used to talk about things that was beyond comprehension, supernatural, spiritual, indescribable, unexplainable, and you are attracted to that too, because that's within you. That's within you. That's who you are. And those types of beings right now, are going to be needed for this time. Because before 2020, everybody used to look at everything on a physical level. Now it's all spiritual and supernatural. And some things I don't even understand. And some things I don't even want to tune into too deeply into, because it's too much. Okay? Everything that we're seeing manifested in the physical, it's always been, but it's even more a hyper awareness about it now. Everything that's spilling out into the physical started in the spiritual. Spirit world is real, and people are going to recognize, oh, you're realer. Oh, she always, they don't want to accept you though. Still, they still want to toy with you. They still want to play in your face. They still want to tear you down in some type of way. They still want to make you feel inferior to them because they ain't right on the inside. And this is someone trying to get access to your vibrant spiritual energy, because that's what demons like to do. Okay? They need a vessel. They want to hop. They want to jump. And they want to take over. Someone has a takeover spirit that's coming towards you. And you know them by their fruit with this takeover spirit. Because one minute they manically good. Like they on a high, 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 high. And then next thing you know, silence. Crickets. Ghost. Dead. Ding dong, the witch is dead. Why I just say that? Okay, spirit is telling on somebody. Ding dong, the witch is dead. God is in control. God is handling this situation, but you got to do your part too. You got to discern that resentment that is still attached. Let me tell you something what's so crazy. Let me tell you something. You don't do nothing. You don't do nothing to these people. This is, that's why I say that's demonic activity. When you have not harmed this person, you have not hurt this person, you have did nothing but been kind. I mean, I'm being serious. I see that. Been kind, been giving, been helpful, and they hated on that. Yeah, they hated on that. Now people that you love, you're gonna have disagreements with. You're gonna have to tell some hard truths. Your intentions was always pure, even in the disagreements, even if you had to agree to disagree. But no, this somebody like holding a grudge. This somebody is in competition with you. And I tell you right now, this spirit of depression, it jumps on those kind who love to twist their perception of others, who love to blame others, who love to use others as a scapegoat, and they never look at themselves in the mirror. And this type of individual is coming towards you, and you have to be aware and keep on the full armor of God and stay prayed up during this time. Pray for your home. Don't let that person cross your threshold. Don't let anybody come over your house uninvited. Let them ring that doorbell. Let them bam on that door. They didn't ask for your permission to come to your door. You heard me? This is a word from spirit. And I'm just sharing it with community. And right now we got to be led by the Spirit of God. We got to lean into the center of the Most High will. And you got to be careful of who you are in connection with or who you keep in company with. I'm just here to help with the guidance. So, you can take it or leave it. I'm not forcing any revelation onto someone. I'm not forcing my beliefs onto anyone. But someone needs to hear this. Make sure there is no resentment attached to them before you reunite. Because somebody may be feeling a little lonely right now too and still working on their healing process. Be aware of how you're moving right now. Be still and know God is with you. But yeah, this spirit of depression is heavy in the atmosphere. You got some people just looking like they giving up, checking out, like zombie-ish, going through the motions. And I have to check myself sometimes and shield myself because I don't want to absorb that energy. And you have to be aware of that on the daily right now because there's a lot of demonic activity circulating on the land and in the air. So be aware. Be clear. Take this time to be clear and to stay close to the Most High, the highly intuitive, the highly intelligent, the seers, the healers, the teachers. You're going to be needed during this time to help navigate some people in this world and return them back to the one true living God. I don't get how many people right now are not seeing you need Jesus Christ. You need the Spirit of God to get through these times, to endure. That is part of the fruit of the Spirit, the long suffering. Because we coming up on some tests and trials and tragedies. And I ain't trying to spread no fear. Because the Most High didn't give us a spirit of fear, but a love, power, and sound mind. But it's some things that's going to shake you and have you scared. And you have to keep going to the one true living God, Jesus Christ, to walk with you. I and the Father are one. So you're going to have to devote some time to becoming one with the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit on the daily. And no weapon formed against you shall prosper. Now you may be already going through this, where you're trying to make a decision, whether you're going to reunite or it's coming towards you. But this person that's coming towards you is not genuine, it's not authentic, it's not sincere. So observe closely, discern properly, and you're going to be all right. I just want to check in with this download, with this message. Like I said, someone needs to hear this. And it was laid on my spirit. Really, it's been over a week, but I'm just now releasing it. God's divine timing. Let's just say that. Divine timing. The Most High is always on time, even though the Most High is timeless, infinite, intelligence, eternal. Alright, good people. I'm just deciding to, I did this on my phone, recording this on my phone. These downloads, you might hear me doing this a lot more because there are a lot of downloads that's coming through and I'm just the messenger, so don't shoot the messenger. Every now and then I might come on my video camera, but right now it's on my phone camera recording. This is like a sense of urgency that I'm feeling. So be obedient to what God is telling you. Test the spirit. Go to God. Ask questions. Ask what is the truth. Ask what you should do in any and everything with anyone and everyone. That's how we have to be led by the Spirit of God right now. Return to the source. And I'll get you on the next go round. I'm keeping you all lifted up in my high thoughts and prayers. Thank you for your support and prayers. I receive it. Sending much love and light your way. Peace.